Madness. It's Dave Bartoo, Diamond Dave, college basketball insider, joins us on the Farm Bureau Insurance guest line. Right now, Ole Miss is a 7 seed, and Mississippi State is an 8 seed. Auburn and Florida are number 1 seeds. Tennessee and Bama are number 2 seeds. Kentucky and A&M are number 3 seeds. It's just filthy. Missouri's at number 7. Dave Bartoo, good morning. Thanks for getting up early, bud.
Dude, after yes, I think I was so unproductive yesterday watching basketball. Oh my gosh! Seriously, there was 39 games yesterday, and you know how I was telling you yesterday in the show that I had this new modeling for live betting in the second half, and I played red light, green light with all my Patreon members yesterday. Betting these second half, or at least reviewing them with this modeling, and it was nothing short of spectacular yesterday. So, and thank you, Georgia, since we're in the SEC. We should start by thanking Georgia to holding true to their in-conference pattern. And you would have liked this bet yesterday, right? So, Georgia ends the first half. Second half live comes up at 39.5. Easy bet. Since January 1, the number of times Georgia has gone 40 and over in the second half, three of 18. And guess who went under in the second half yesterday? Georgia.
Hey, I had buddies texting me, and they were like, Bartoo nailed some of these games and the way that the trend and the pattern. I mean, I hate to give you credit, but I have to when it's there.
I think one of the most intriguing parts of our conversation yesterday, when I was talking about how the numbers show that offense is so dominant in men's college basketball, how important it is, right? Mm-hmm. And then you backed it up with, unbeknownst to me, the story about Rick Pitino and his discussions on offense in college basketball. The better scoring efficiency team in Southeast Conference play went 4-0 yesterday.
Hello.
4 best offenses won all the games yesterday.
Wow.
And overall, in all 39 games, the better offense going into yesterday's games was 29-10 straight up yesterday.
Oh.
Just the better offense. 29-10.
Jackson.
It's the defense does not win basketball games in college basketball. The men's college basketball just doesn't do it very well.
Jackson, did you hear that? You love to bet. 29-10. Better offensive scoring efficiency teams.
He's approaching my ping pong odds.
That's right. Jackson's been, it's a whole nother, we can't go down this rabbit hole, but Jackson's been betting parlays in ping pong in the Czech Republic, and he just hit one on Monday. So I just wanted to fill you in, Bartoo, on the degenerate gambler that I have in studio with me every day. So our listeners love it when he starts talking about a 4 or 6 leg parlay in ping pong in the Czech Republic, and they play damn near 24 hours a day, Bartoo.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. That is funny, and I actually now have to tune in at some point. I'm going to have to go onto Spotify and look up Out of Bounds show and find this Czech Republic discussion.
Well, all right, and for our listeners, the interview yesterday is timeless for a while. Now, he hit some games, but Bartoo went 7 or 8 minutes on how offensive scoring efficiency is driving college basketball now, and threw in all kinds of nuggets. And so that's on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Search Out of Bounds with Bo Bounds. And then now, do you want to go games, or you want to continue to go big picture trend? I mean, you just threw out some, but
we can go games, and I'm going to be doing the same. If anybody listening is a member of my Patreon account, I'll be doing the same thing, betting second half lives all day. I got so many texts going, okay, Dave, I'm sitting here, Golden Moon. I got UC Davis over under 38.5 second half. We'll be doing that all day. But why don't we jump into your SEC games? That's what the show's about. There was. I know you were you feel that all these teams are in, but there was some bad, that was a bad loss yesterday. I mean, Vanderbilt doesn't look good. The offense does on paper, but I think that was a huge win for Texas. Huge win, obviously, for Mississippi State and the damage that they did to LSU. A bit shocking there. Who's up first today for SEC?
All right, this is perfect. We got a local team. Arkansas and Ole Miss are at 12 o'clock today.
That's the first one up. Okay, and guess what? I don't even have that one in my computer yet.
Well, we can keep going.
I don't even think it. I don't even think it was. I don't even think it was set on the schedule. But couple clicks of the button, and here we go. Why don't we start with the better scoring efficiency offense? Right out of the gate. Ole Miss 192, Arkansas 296. So that I'm immediately on the side of Ole Miss. Okay. But this game, defensively, Ole Miss is 197, Arkansas is 159. So I think this game is going to be closer. I don't know what the line is yet.
3.5, 4.5, excuse me.
I have it projected 75.9, 73.7. So I got 2.2 point spread. Okay. And you're at 4.5?
Yeah.
So
here's what's funny, Bartoo. Since we started the show, when we started at 7 a.m., it was 3.5. Ole Miss laying 3.5. It's now 4.5, just 2.5 hours later.
Right. And if that's Golden Moon numbers, that's just local betting, right? That's emotional betting right there. My total on this, though, so I'm at 149.6.
Okay. The total is 144.5.
So this model's kind of sitting on those lines. Leans a little bit Arkansas cover. The models both agree. Ole Miss is a better team. There's not much room there in the total. I do not like being between 140 and 150. Those are like the danger zone. Kenny Loggins, baby. Just staying out of 140 to 150 range. I like having the model under 150 and the real total over 150 and vice versa. The model being over 140 and the actual total being under 140. That one is right in the middle. So cheers. Go Rebs. Let's just get the win and get out of the building.
All right, so the Tito's Vodka Bloody Mary game at the Golden Moon Casino Sportsbook, the Timeout Lounge on the property of Pearl River Resort, is Arkansas Ole Miss. Ole Miss laying 4.5, and Ole Miss is 100 spots better in offensive scoring efficiency than the Razorbacks. Okay, Bartoo, do you want to go to Mississippi State, Missouri, or Texas A&M?
Yeah. Well,
okay.
I got bad news for you on the offensive scoring efficiency, though. Missouri's 32nd in the country.
Ooh.
Really, really good offense.
Ooh.
Now, like a lot of teams, just like Texas, they don't play defense near as well. So it's a very offensive heavy team. But Mississippi State's coming in at 189. But you got to love what they did yesterday to get warmed up physically and mentally.
Sure.
With LSU, I have this. I got this modeled out. I got Missouri by 3.8, so Missouri by 4, and I am sitting at a 150, 157.5 line.
Damn, you nailed it. Missouri's laying 3.5, and the total's 156.5.
There's nothing, dude. No meat on that bone for gamblers. For me, man, no meat on the bone. All these things to get basketball games. They really should. But to me, better scoring efficiency, better offense. That's both in Missouri's favor. So I do like Missouri winning here. But if you're going to bet something, I'll bet Missouri money line, and that's about it.
Okay, Missouri money line. Missouri, for our listeners, Missouri is 32nd in offensive scoring efficiency. Mississippi State's 189th. I mean, Missouri's got some dues. Dennis Gates has done a damn good job. He was under Leonard Hamilton at Florida State for years, and with Stan Jones, who's excellent down there, as we've talked about. Bartoo, I've got two more: Texas and Texas A&M, or Oklahoma and Kentucky. Either one you want to.
Well, let's zip down to Kentucky now. Kentucky Now here's your Kirk Ferentz opposite day team right here is Kentucky. Kentucky's coming in number 8 in offensive scoring efficiency in the country.
Wow.
So that is wicked good. On the flip side, wicked bad, they are 342nd out of 364 on defense. So, like I said, it's opposite day for Kirk Ferentz because he's used to a great defense and a bad offense. But Oklahoma coming, so it's obviously offensively dominated. Oklahoma's at 217, which again was better than the Georgia team they played last night. So, but because of Kentucky's defense, I got a much closer line than you would expect with a number 8 offense. I got Kentucky by 4.5, and the total is at 159.4. So that's where the model is right now this morning. What do you got?
I have Kentucky laying 6.5, and the total is 161.5.
Yeah. Well, again, we're dropping right in on these things. With Kentucky having that number 8 offense and Oklahoma the number 308 defense, I would not be betting under in this game. Both defenses are worse than both offenses. Spread wise, Oklahoma played late last night. They're going to play again late tonight. And there's only about 2 points difference there. I guess we're going back to the Kentucky money line on this one, because we're only looking at a 2-point difference between the model and what's available. So that, to me, playing it safe there, but I don't see the upset. I do see the upset in the last game.
Texas A&M?
Yep, because what have we been talking about? Offense drives. And what did we talk about yesterday? Who came into the game with Texas playing yesterday and with Vanderbilt, and Texas had the far better offense. And so maybe we just got lucky, and it turned out that way. But in this game, Texas, number 146 in offense, Texas A&M, 211. Right? Now, from a model standpoint, because the Longhorn defense is so bad, it still has A&M by 4.9. And a total is at 147. So I'm going to stick with Texas. We had them yesterday as the upset alert. I think that's going to be the upset alert today. Texas continues their run. I'll take Texas plus. What are you at right now? I was at plus 6.5 last night, is what it said.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so I'll take the Longhorns plus 6.5. My total is at 147. I think there's a lot of room there on that one too.
It's 139.5.
Oh, it went up overnight. It's chasing the number. So I like the over in that. If it hits 140, 141, once it gets to the 140s, like I said before, I'm off of that. I like Texas, though, covering in this ball game. And, yeah, if you want to sprinkle a little money line upset alert, that's my favorite one of the day.
All right, that was awesome. Okay, so Ole Miss, better offensive scoring efficiency. Texas better, but A&M's got the much better record, and they've got a better coach. Texas, as Bartoo said, they don't even think about going down and getting in a defensive stance. They're like, the hell with it. Just, throw the ball around a little bit. Let's get back on the offensive end. Kind of like Kentucky. Mississippi State, Missouri. Missouri, far better. 150 spots better in offensive scoring efficiency. And right now, post-COVID, it's all about putting the ball in the hoop and shot makers. And so I don't like the matchup. They just smoked Mississippi State a few weeks ago, but you also have to play it out. So if Josh Hubbard gets hot like he was last night, maybe Mississippi State can make this one hell of a ball game. And then Oklahoma and Kentucky. Kentucky by far and away the better offensive team. Kentucky is number 8 in offensive scoring efficiency. They don't care about D, but they're number 342nd in defensive scoring efficiency.
It's funny we had that conversation yesterday because I got a call from an athletic director whose team got blown out yesterday. And I had worked with him on football side of hiring this year, and he's like, basketball was not good. I'm like, yeah, no kidding. I'm looking at these numbers; it's terrible. And he's like, what do your numbers say? And just very simply hire for offense. Hire, and I went through kind of like what I went through you. Here's all the basics of men's basketball. Hire for offense and let it take care of itself. We'll see how the trend goes, but yesterday, 29-10, the best offenses won. That was their record straight up yesterday. So we'll see what happens today.
Now, Portland, Oregon that's a basketball city with y'all never having an NFL team, and with the championship in the 70s with Bill Walton, and then the hell of a run with Clyde Drexler and so on. Am I right there, or are y'all more of a basketball city?
This is the city. That's what it is. I mean, they support the Trailblazers more than anything. I mean, there's nothing else. You know, the nearest pro teams are up in Seattle, 4 hours away. So, and as much as they love football down in Eugene, and Eugene is a football school, the Ducks are a football school. Portland is a basketball city.
Yeah.
And as strange as that may sound, I mean, people, as much as Duck fans love their teams, they just don't get out of their bubble much and understand what it's like in the SEC.
Right.
Y'all crazy down there. Actually, it's not just the SEC. I mean, it's just basically Oklahoma Panhandle, go all the way east and south, all the way down to Key West, and boom, it's just Nutsville. So we don't have that here. But I would agree, Portland is a basketball city for sure with the Blazers.
And y'all have had a hell of a basketball team for a while now, since I guess Altman was hired. But I mean, look at this. Oregon's 29th in the net rankings. They're 23-8. They're 9-6, which is awesome in quad one games. So they're looking at a hell of a seed in the tournament, and could win some games.
They're probably looking at a 5 seed maybe.
Yeah.
You know, and well, and this is a team too that on a neutral court, amazingly enough to you and me, beat Alabama. So, you know, it's not like they don't have the players and the ability to get it done. So it's we'll see where they land. Well, you know, they have Indiana today, so we'll see if they take care of business later on this afternoon.
Okay. All right, dude. Well, I'm fired up about today. Ole Miss starts in 2 hours and 10 minutes. And so pick out your lunch spot and get you some wings and an ice cold Michelob Ultra and start the day. And Mississippi State's at 6 against Mizzou. They're going to have their hands full again. Mizzou, number 32 in offensive scoring efficiency. Goodness gracious. They can put it in the basket.
Oh, and that's a reason why I'm not all rah about Tennessee. You know, I know they say, oh, they got the players, they got this, they got that. Their defense is number 70. Their offense isn't even in the top 150. I mean, there wasn't a single offense in the Sweet 16 outside the top 160 last year.
Wow.
150? So, I mean, if somebody said, hey, Dave, SEC, maybe overrated, could get dismissed early. Now, none of us had Auburn last year, but if I had to pick one this year, I'd circle Tennessee. By the numbers, they just don't look as strong as the bunch of other offenses in the SEC.
All right. We'll leave it there. It sounds like he likes Kentucky, even though Kentucky doesn't even think about D'ing up. But because they're number 8 in offensive scoring efficiency, it sounds like, Bartoo, you like Kentucky better than Tennessee as we march into the postseason.
Yeah, and you know, something I don't like Kentucky's defense, but if I had to pick one to go to battle for me right now based on the numbers, I'm going to take Kentucky, or maybe both of them just aren't that good, and they're both overrated. I don't know.
Okay. All right, dude. Have a great day. We appreciate you going back to back.
Take it easy, brother.
See you, man. Dave Bartoo on the Out of Bounds show. He likes Ole Miss in the game, and they're 100 spots better in offensive scoring efficiency than Arkansas. And Missouri's 150 spots better than Mississippi State in offensive scoring efficiency. So Hub, among others, are going to have to really pump it in. And you know they're going to try to take Hub out, so we'll see what Jans can do. They got embarrassed a few weeks ago. That game got away from them in Columbia, Missouri. we'll see. But hey, again, you're there. You won yesterday. You played in the arena, and we'll see. It's still going to be a ton of fun today. So Arkansas and Ole Miss at 12, A&M and Texas at 2:30, Mississippi State and Missouri at 6, and Oklahoma and Kentucky tonight at who knows what time. Plus all these other games that the Big Ten and the Big 12 and the ACC and all of that. So plenty to bet. We'll be live from Pearl River Resort inside the Golden Moon at the Timeout Sports Lounge tomorrow. Looking forward to that. And maybe a little ribeye and some saffron chowder tonight at Philip M's. Yeah. Jackson?
I could do for a little bit of that saffron chowder. It doesn't matter.
It makes life better.
It does, and it doesn't matter if it's cold, hot.
No.
I'm talking about the weather, but yeah, I like that stuff piping hot though.
Yeah. It's I haven't been there in a while. So I am really excited about dinner tonight. And we haven't been on the road this week, so here we go. Little Pearl River Resort, Philip M's. Book your stay and play now. DancingRabbitGolf.com. And let's lunch today. Brought to you by the Smash Burger, Jackson, and some onion rings at Burgers Blues Barbecue. They've got a new location in Dogwood, Flowwood. It's on the south side of Lakeland. Dogwood, Flowwood, B3, Burgers Blues Barbecue. Go with the Smash Burger or the Blue Plate at Burgers Blue. They got a full bar there and an outside area. It's really, really cool. At B3, Burgers Blues Barbecue, Dogwood, Flowwood, or get you a to-go order. Whatever you want to do. Dirty Bird Wrap, fried chicken, Dirty Bird Wrap. I like your glow-in-the-dark pullover. Glad you wore that today, so we'll be able to see you tonight. Have a good one. We'll be live from Pearl River Resort tomorrow.